Hello, my name is Hans van Erp. I'm a member of the church in Eindhoven. Originally I came into contact with the church through a campaign in Germany. A campaign was conducted there by Mark Woodward with American students, and I got home after a few days and told my wife. After a month or so we started doing Bible study with an American missionary who lived in Belgium. About after 6 months we were baptized.
My parents were converted by Roy Davidson. He's an American missionary that came to Holland. And then we finally started meeting at home, got like a home congregation in the house that I grew up in. And my parents started that. And what really made a big difference is when we started having LST campaigns come from the States.
And we had stayed in contact with Mark Woodward, and he kind of encouraged us to maybe start having a campaign.
So I did 6 summers in Eindhoven with Let's Start Talking. And towards the end I knew I wanted to come here and work. And I've married a Dutchman. When we first came to Eindhoven, Hans and Hans van Erp and one other lady, Annette, and her daughter were here. And so they wanted to have a little bit of help building the church up, and yeah, we got to be a part of that.
I always felt that there needed to be something else. What was my purpose in life? If I die now, who will mourn my loss? That led me to exploring all kinds of religions, really. When I came into contact with Church of Christ, it was actually through an ad in the paper that said we offer free English lessons, and it was based on the Bible. I said, oh, okay. What really attracted me was the loving God.
They went from 3 people, he built it up to a church. Now if we're all here, I'd guess between 40 and 50.
At the start of the 90s, when then LST was at a peak here in Eindhoven, and it was just a fantastic time. It was a time that we as a church really looked forward to. It was a time for me personally that I looked forward to making new friends with young people. It gave hope. It gave concrete growth. And without Let's Start Talking, wow, I don't know what the church would look like then.
The impact that Let's Start Talking has had on our lives as a church individually are huge, because our kids are growing up and realizing this is the way we found Christ. And some of those individuals, some of those kids are now adults and wanting to do that, wanting to reach out.
And now with that second generation of faithful Christians, that's just a really exciting thing to be part of.
Hello, my name is Gijs and I grew up in this church. My mom became part of the church and she found God through Let's Start Talking. I decided to be baptized, and I've been baptized on August 2015, and right now I decided to do a master's in ministry, and I want to learn more about ministry and about preaching. In my high school I was the only Christian. In college, what I know, I was the only Christian except for my younger brother. This is a mission field. We have to reach out in this country and in this place in Europe to spread the good news.
We have started studying Dutch, especially with refugees. My son has developed an ad that we have put on Google, and every day when the ad is up there, I mean, you get responses. So basically you could study with as many people as you would like. I've become really enthusiastic about this method, since it attracts so many people and you can be really open about the gospel.
I think looking back at the role that Let's Start Talking has played in our congregation, it's more than activities, it's more than a few people being saved and a new generation coming up. It's the whole idea, which is persistent in that you have to build relationships, that you have to connect to people on a personal level, and once that happens, things start to fall in place for them. They start to connect the dots about who is this Christ, who is this Jesus who died on the cross for my sins. So when I think about the future of that concept, it's obvious to me that those thoughts, those key strategies, they will remain key thoughts and strategies for the future, and have become perhaps even more important in this world.